Fire in the hole! Water on the hill!
Rock on the ground.
Wind from the landscape.
Air detected.
The shadows from the grave. Fire! Fire in the hole! Fire! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Water on the hill! Water on the hill! Water on the hill! Water on the hill!
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Wind from the landscape. Wind from the landscape.
Air detected.
Shadows on the grave. Shadows on the grave. Fire! 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 Fire in the hole! Fire! 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 Fire in the hole! Fire! Water on the hill! Water on the hill! Water on the hill!
Rock on the ground.
Wind from the landscape.
Air detected.
Shadows, 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 shadows from the grave. Fire! And water on the
Rock on the ground. 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 Rock on the ground.
Wind from the landscape. Wind from the landscape.
Air detected. Air detected. Air detected. Air detected. Air detected. Air detected. Air detected.
Wind from the landscape. Wind from the landscape.
shadows from the grave. Shadows from the grave. Water, water on the hill. Water, water on the hill. Fire, 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 fire in the hole. Fire, 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 fire in the hole. Fire, 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 fire in the hole. Fire, 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 fire in the hole.
Air detected, air detected, air detected, air detected, air detected, air detected, air.
Shadows from the grave, from the grave. Shadows from the grave, from the grave.
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground.
Wind from the landscape. Wind from the landscape.
Shadows from the grave. Shadows from the grave.
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground.
Air detected, air detected, air detected.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Water on the hill! Water on the hill!
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Air detected, air detected, air detected, air detected, air detected.
Hello, Moto. Wind from the landscape. Wind from the landscape.
Water on the hill! Water on the hill! Water on the hill! Water on the hill!
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground.
Shadows from the grave. Shadows from the grave. Fire in the hole! In the hole!
on the ground, ground, ground.
Wind from the landscape, wind from the landscape, wind from the landscape, wind from the landscape.
Air protected, air protected, air protected, air protected, air.
Water, water, okay. Water, water, okay. Water, water, okay. Water, water, okay. Fire, fire, fire in the house. Fire, fire, fire in the house. Water on me, water on me, water on me, water on me.
On the ground, rock, rock, on the ground.
Wind from the landscape, from the landscape. Wind, wind from the grave, from the grave, from the grave, from the grave.
Rock, rock, rock on the ground, on the ground. Rock on the ground, rock, rock, rock. Rock on the ground, on the ground, rock, rock.
Air protected, air protected, air protected, air protected.
Water, water on me, water on.
Rock on the ground, rock, 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 rock on the ground, ground, rock, rock on the ground, ground, rock, 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 rock.
Fire, fire, fire in the house. Fire, fire, fire in the house. Water, 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 water.
Wind, wind, wind from the landscape. Wind, wind, wind from the landscape.
Air protected, air protected. Air protected,